Almost 5 decades have passed since Diff'rent Strokes first took us into the Drummond penthouse, and the cast's real lives brought heartbreaking losses, incredible redemptions, and one of Hollywood's most infamous curses. Let's see where they are in 2026. Number 1. Gary Coleman as Arnold Jackson. Born in 1968, Gary was just 10 years old when he first said, "What you talking about, Willis?" and became one of the most famous children on television. By the time the show ended in 1986, he was 18, and the trust fund his parents were supposed to be protecting had been drained from an estimated $18 million down to just $220,000. Gary sued his own parents and won, but received only a fraction of what was taken. He spent his adult years battling depression, kidney disease, bankruptcy, and run-ins with the law, working as a security guard when acting work dried up. On May 28, 2010, Gary Coleman died of a brain hemorrhage after falling at his home in Utah. He was just 42 years old, and he deserved so much better than the life Hollywood gave him after the camera stopped rolling. Number 2. Todd Bridges as Willis Jackson. Born in 1965, Todd was 13 when he became Willis, and at 60 years old in 2026, he is the only surviving member of the original cast. After the show ended, Todd spiraled into crack and meth addiction, hit rock bottom after being charged with attempted murder in 1988, a case he was acquitted of, with legendary attorney Johnny Cochran leading his defense. Prison was the turning point. He got sober, wrote a memoir called Killing Willis, rebuilt his acting career with a memorable recurring role on Everybody Hates Chris, and became a speaker for young people battling addiction. When Charlotte Rae passed in 2018, Todd broke down and said, "I'm the only one left now." He's been sober for over 25 years and is proof that redemption is always possible. Number 3. Dana Plato as Kimberly Drummond. Born in 1964, Dana was 13 when she was cast as the Drummond daughter and was already struggling with drugs and alcohol while the show was still filming. She was fired in 1984 after becoming pregnant. The years that followed were devastating. In 1991, desperate for cash, she robbed a Las Vegas video store with a pellet gun for $164. The clerk recognized her immediately and told the 911 operator, "I've just been robbed by the girl who played Kimberly on Diff'rent Strokes." The following year, she was arrested for forging a prescription. On May 8, 1999, Dana Plato died of a drug overdose. She was 34 years old. And in one of the most heartbreaking footnotes in Hollywood history, her son Tyler Lambert, who never recovered from losing his mother, died by suicide just 2 days before the 11th anniversary of her death. He was 25. Number 4. Conrad Bain as Phillip Drummond. Born in 1923, Conrad was already 55 and a veteran stage and television actor when he took on the role of the warm-hearted Manhattan millionaire who adopts Arnold and Willis. He appeared in every single one of the show's 189 episodes, the only cast member to do so. After the show ended, Conrad stayed close to his young co-stars, visiting Todd Bridges in jail during his darkest years and acting as a genuine father figure when their own families couldn't. His final acting appearance was a fitting one, reprising Phillip Drummond alongside Gary Coleman in the finale of The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. Conrad Bain passed away peacefully on January 14th, 2013. He was 89 years old. Number 5. Charlotte Rae as Mrs. Edna Garrett. Born in 1926, Charlotte was 52 when she joined Diff'rent Strokes as the no-nonsense housekeeper Mrs. Garrett, and she quickly became the emotional anchor not just for the characters, but for the young actors themselves. She left after 2 seasons to headline the spin-off The Facts of Life, which ran for 9 years and made her a beloved TV legend in her own right. Off-screen, Charlotte's life was far from simple. She battled alcoholism, her husband of 25 years came out as bisexual, and she lost her son Andy to a heart attack in his mid-40s. Charlotte was diagnosed with bone cancer in 2017, having already survived pancreatic cancer once before. She passed away peacefully at her Los Angeles home on August 5th, 2018. She was 92 years old and the last of the adult cast.
Number 6. Dixie Carter as Maggie McKinney. Born in 1939, Dixie was 45 when she joined the show in season 5 as Phillip Drummond's love interest, Maggie McKinney, a role she played for 2 seasons before being replaced by Maryanne Mobley. Dixie is far better known for her iconic role as Julia Sugarbaker on Designing Women, which ran from 1986 to 1993 and made her one of television's most beloved dramatic actresses. She was married to actor Hal Holbrook from 1984 until her death. Dixie Carter passed away on April 10, 2010, just 49 days before her former co-star Gary Coleman, from complications of endometrial cancer. She was 70 years old.
Number 7. Danny Cooksey as Sam McKinney. Born in 1975, Danny was just 10 years old when he joined the show in season 5 as Maggie's young son Sam, essentially the show's attempt to recapture the child energy as the original kids grew up. Of all the young cast members, Danny Cooksey arguably had the most stable path after the show. He became a prolific voice actor, most notably voicing the villain Budnick on Salute Your Shorts and Montana Max in Tiny Toon Adventures. Now 50 years old, Danny has continued working steadily in voice acting across 4 decades, making him one of the only child cast members to build a consistent career after the camera stopped rolling.
Number 8. Mary Jo Catlett as Pearl Gallagher. Born in 1938, Mary Jo was 40 when she first appeared as the Drummond family's 3rd housekeeper, Pearl, joining the show in season 5 and remaining until its end. She had an extensive Broadway career before television, having originated the role of Ernestina in Hello, Dolly on stage. But it was her role as the perpetually put-upon driving instructor Mrs. Puff in SpongeBob SquarePants, which she has voiced since 1999, that made her a legend to an entirely new generation of fans. Now 87 years old, Mary Jo Catlett is still voicing Mrs. Puff and remains one of the most beloved character actresses of her generation.
Number 9. Maryanne Mobley as Maggie McKinney. Born in 1937, Maryanne was the 2nd actress to play Maggie McKinney, taking over the role from Dixie Carter for the show's final 2 seasons. Before acting, she made history as the first woman from Mississippi to be crowned Miss America in 1959. She had a solid film and television career through the 1960s and was married to actor Gary Collins from 1966 until his death in 2012. Maryanne Mobley passed away on December 9, 2014, after a long battle with breast cancer. She was 77 years old.
Number 10. Shavar Ross as Dudley Johnson.
Born in 1971, Shavar was just 8 years old when he joined the show as Dudley, Arnold's best friend, appearing in one of the most talked about episodes in sitcom history, the landmark 1983 episode tackling child sexual abuse, which was reportedly triggered by a real incident involving Shavar himself. The episode remains one of the most important, very special episodes in television history. After the show, Shavar largely stepped away from acting to focus on education and family life. Now in his mid-50s, he has spoken publicly about his experience on the show and how that pivotal episode helped protect other children. He remains a private but respected figure.
Which cast member's journey surprised you most? Drop your thoughts in the comments below, and if you want more stories like this from the shows you grew up loving, make sure you subscribe. We have so much more to come.